I have Zachariah Branch here, and he is going to share his story on how he got introduced to O2 Performance and Recovery.
Yeah, so shoot, man, it's actually a crazy story, very faith-led and, believe in God and just follow his path. So one of the days in the off season before the season even started, I was just in the stadium, like late at night. Someone just told me, like, go in the stadium, visualize yourself in the stadium, and I read my Bible while I was in the stadium as well. And then, it was nobody there. It was pretty quiet night. And then, I heard something behind me. Somebody was like, hey, like, what you doing down there? Like the sirens usually go off, but nothing's going on. He was like, what you got? You got a book right there? And I was like, yeah, it's the Bible. And it was my guy Antonio. And then, I just came back, started talking to him, and he told me, like, he always does his walks around campus and things like that. And he was praying that, God would reach out to him and allow him to touch somebody that night. And he happened to run into me, and then, we were talking about the Lord and things and, his path and things like that. And then, he got into the O2 recovery side of things too, telling how much it would benefit me, which has benefited me immensely, so far. I appreciate you guys for that. But, everything came full circle, and that was a very blessed day,
Yes.
Getting a chance to meet you that day.
Yes.
Pretty fun.
And Antonio, what led you to the campus that night?
Well, I normally do my walks and just my time with God, just walking and praying. And it was funny because that night I took a different route. And at that point, I was probably about 5 miles. And I was just praying, God, lead me to that person that's, crying out to you, wanting answers, different things like that. And I come in the stadium, and I normally do a couple loops inside, and I seen him down there. And what caught my attention was he had he was reading the Bible. And normally when someone's inside the stadium, inside, the bleachers, the alarms will go off. Mm-hmm. So that was a common thing. And I'm like, wait a minute, something's different. He's in here and the alarm hadn't gone off yet. So normally, within 3 minutes, the cops are there.
Oh,
and
wow.
so he was walking around. I'm like, wait a minute, something's different, And we, talked about God, different things like that. And eventually got around to O2 Performance, and just knowing that God orchestrated it all. It wasn't something we did or I did. It was God bringing us together. And I think God's going to do a lot more.
Awesome. Well, thank you for sharing. That's such an inspirational story.
Most definitely. Appreciate you.